We've all played a Mario game at one time or another and have learned to love him through the hundreds of games he appears in. But do we really know the mustachioed plumber? By diving into his history, we'll learn about his time spent in the war, his love interests, and a Mario special even worse than the Super Mario Bros. Live-action movie. Before you watch, click subscribe. You'll join our notification squad and be the first to know of new content. Now, let's hop down the warp pipe into 5 weird facts you never knew about Mario. Mario fought in the Vietnam War. Mario loves to take on any challenge that comes his way, including alien invaders, countless enemies, and of course, Bowser. But did you know that Mario also stepped up to the front lines to take on enemy troops in a war? You would if you had the classic Mario game known as Mario's Bombs Away. The title was part of the Nintendo Game & Watch series, a collection of handheld games released in the 1980s. This 1983 game release features Mario in a combat uniform while fighting enemies in the jungle. After retrieving a bomb, Mario must make his way past 4 enemies without lighting the bomb on fire. To make matters worse, one of his own comrades smokes a cigar near a collection of spilled oil. If the bombs are delivered without getting lit, then they're tossed into an enemy tree. If the bomb gets lit, Mario blows up in a cartoon fashion. If this happens 3 times, Mario loses the game. Smell that? Fire flowers, son. Nothing else in the world smells like that. I love the smell of fire flowers in the morning. This was some pretty gritty stuff for the typically family-friendly version of Mario. The release of the game and the graphic designs make it seem like it was definitely set during the Vietnam War. We're surprised the soldier uniform wasn't included with all the other costumes in Super Mario Odyssey. Mario returns to Pauline. Mario's love life doesn't seem very complicated on the surface. For years and years, his only love was known to be Princess Peach. It's pretty common knowledge that the first female he rescued was a woman known as Pauline, and this was in the original Donkey Kong arcade game. Many people assumed Pauline was out of the picture after Donkey Kong, but this isn't the case. The year was 1985. This was 4 years after Mario and Pauline were involved together in Donkey Kong and when the first Super Mario Bros. Was released. Another launch title with the NES was Pinball. Mario was featured on the cover of the title as he was mainly featured in a bonus game. During the bonus game, Mario would use a pinball to break away a platform and free Pauline from an enclosed area. So romantic. So technically, at the start of Mario's romance with Peach, he was still hanging on to his lingering feelings for Pauline. Maybe this is why Peach has been so hesitant to tie the knot with Mario and make a full commitment to the two-timing plumber. Mario's original power-ups. Mario abilities have really grown through the years. The simplicity of mushrooms and flower power have evolved into some crazy things. He's worn raccoon tails, propeller hats, and learned some crazy ice powers. Now he can transform into nearly anything thanks to his new sidekick Cappy. While we love exploring all these new and different power-ups, it could have been completely different if the game went ahead with some of their original developmental plans. Instead of jumping on the heads of his enemies, Mario's initial actions were to kick them. If that didn't work, then players were going to be able to get guns and shoot down their enemies. Can you just imagine how different Mario would be if guns were an essential part of the game? It's not that hard for me. I've played a few Flash games in my time. Mario's movements in the game were supposed to be a lot different as well. The speedy jumps and runs were going to be replaced with a flying jetpack Mario could wear. The jetpack allowed him to seamlessly fly across levels and would have likely included a lot more in-air enemies to battle against. Thankfully, just 7 months before the game's release, the guns were packed away, the jetpack was abandoned, and the Mario we know and love was fully developed. Mario's on thin ice. When you think of live-action Mario content, the horrible Super Mario Bros. Movie probably pops into your mind, followed immediately by the absolutely terrifying Goomba faces. Ugh. As bad as the movie was, it may seem a little better after seeing how Mario performs on ice. Back when people had a bit more interest in ice skating shows, networks would air an annual Icecapades with performances, tricks, and novelty acts all on the ice. The 1989 edition was hosted by Jason Bateman and Alyssa Milano, hamming it up every time they appeared on screen.
Never played video games until you played video games with the video prince.
Mario on Ice may sound cool at first, until you actually witness it. Bowser opens up the segment singing about how beautiful he is and how he loves to do the bad things he does. Then we're introduced to a bizarre version of Princess Peach with a New York accent and a lot of attitude on top of it. The costumes are so bulky and movements are so short, you wouldn't even know the whole thing took place on ice. It's incredibly cheesy. Luigi launches some type of smoke gun at the enemies, and Mario literally does nothing while Luigi gets all the credit. Mario's age. While playing Mario games as a child, we simply saw a grown plumber with a mustache. It's easy to assume he was in his early 30s or 40s just by the look alone. Imagine the shock that came in 2016 when Mario creator Shigeru Miyamoto announced Mario's actual age to be somewhere between 24 and 25 years old. What the what? This changes everything you knew about the character. Like many cartoons, he hasn't aged over the years. This would also make Luigi around the same age, considering they're fraternal twins, but Mario's the one who was born first. One of the oddest parts of this fact is looking back at the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. During the live-action segments of the show, Mario was played by wrestling legend Captain Lou Albano. Lou was nearly 60 years old when he played the part of Mario. Something doesn't seem right there. We guess Mario's been spending too much time basking in the sun without proper sunscreen. A little longer, and he might look like the movie Goombas. Maybe shaving off the mustache will make him look his proper age again. Either way, you can only imagine what's in store for the hero once he turns 30. Wow, well, there you have it. What fact surprised you the most? What Mario character is your favorite? Are there any we may have missed? Let us know in the comments section below. Don't forget to like the video, share it, and subscribe to The Gamer so you can stay up to date with our awesome videos. Thanks for watching!
You're in for a treat, so hang on to your seat. Get ready for adventure and remarkable feats. You'll meet Koopas